Hi, Vivian Joy here, helping you to thrive in life and business. And if you're not thriving, why not? Plenty of people who are not as good as you at what you do are thriving, either by feeling the joy and the love and the appreciation, the gratitude from their clients, or from the bank account, whichever way you are stimulated. So I want to talk to you about your clients and speaking their language. I've been talking about this a lot. I talk about it a lot. Advanced communications, advanced linguistics. I love the fact that I couldn't say that, it's hilarious. Is absolutely my speciality as an NLP master, NLP trainer, and I certify people to do that too. And so when I say speak their language, I mean their deepest language. I mean, you know, if somebody is a very visual, fast-paced person, and you are a very kinesthetic, slow-paced person, do you think they are going to feel like you can resonate with them? No. And vice versa. So I want you to really think about the language patterns that your people use. You know, if you're a designer, you're very good, you're very obviously going to talk about how things look, aren't you? But if someone's not very visual, they can't see your vision. So you need to help them feel what it's going to feel like when they have that graphic design, that branding, just using this as an example. You need to speak their language. You need to speak their language. If somebody has a money mindset where £1,000 isn't a lot of money, and you start saying, oh, but it's £1,000, you're immediately out of rapport and not speaking the language of your client. On the contrary, in fact, I was on a program yesterday where somebody was doing an upsell and she said it's only $297. And somebody put in the comments, yes, it's not a lot if you've got $297. So her target market considered $297 to be a lot, whereas for her, she's a seven-figure business coach. $297 is probably what she spent on champagne. I don't know, I'm just guessing. So for her, her mindset is very different around money to the person not speaking the language. And I could sit here and talk about millions of examples of this, millions of examples. And you have to work out how to use the right language to attract your correct client and detract the not client, as I call them, not client. So not client for me feels like they've really got their life together and they've got all their business sorted, and actually they're not the sort of person that asks for help, and if they do, they don't listen to it. And you know, those people are fabulous people. I'm not saying they're not good people, they're just not my client, because my client is open to information and trying things, and they want to learn about themselves, and they're into really quite extreme, intensive personal development to get shifts on a deeper level than, oh, here's a new strategy. Now, I can do the strategy work, of course I do it all day long, but actually when it comes from within, then it tends to be better out. If it just is something somebody's told you and you don't believe in it or are not invested in it, then it's not going to hit in the same way. So I want you to have a think now about the language that your ideal client speaks. What are they thinking, feeling, and saying? What are they actually saying? Oh, I'm no good at this. If you're somebody who teaches people public speaking, for example, are your clients saying, oh, I couldn't possibly do that, I'm terrified? In which case you need to use that language in your marketing, because they will understand that. Are they saying, oh, I'd love to do it because I want to share my message with the world? And it depends on where you meet them, on whichever level you're working on, in which case you need to use that language. The reason that in my marketing I talk a lot about self-sabotage, overwhelm, procrastination is because many of my clients who are stuck feel that, and they know that, and they're living that. I'm speaking their language. And many of my clients from our high level programs are just not quite sure on strategy. There's something stopping them, you know, maybe, you know, none of their family have earned £250,000 in a year, and they're struggling to understand how they're going to still fit into their own society and still earn that money, or they're working out how their husband's going to feel, or whether the kids are going to approve, or if it means they're still going to have the same friendship circles. So whatever level it is, I need to speak the right language with the things that I'm providing, so that that person recognizes themselves in that. Hopefully it's been helpful. Have a think about it. And if you're not sure, listen. Ask some questions to your ideal client and listen, see what they say. And if you can't work it out, come and have a chat with me. I'm happy to help you work it out.